This is a tamarillo. This is a guava. This is a guava tamarillo. And this is a cat. Today, everybody, we are going to talk about this. The guava tamarillo. Good girl. Greetings, everybody. Today I have the guava tamarillo. This is Solanum diploconos, or something like that. It actually has recently been reclassified as that. It's been reclassified as a Solanum. Solanum is the genus that tomatoes are in. This used to, however, be in the genus Cyphomandra, something like that. But yeah, it's been moved over to Solanums. Another one that also was moved over to Solanums from Cyphomandra is this, the tamarillo. The tamarillo is by far the most popular fruit that is of that former genus. It is very popular in Mexico, South America, Central America. How people usually use this is they will take it and make a drink out of it. They'll blend up the flesh with water, ice, and sugar, or they will make the same sort of thing, but instead of water, use milk. Guava tamarillo also has some popularity, but not for the fruit, but for its flowers. People like to plant this as an ornamental because the flowers of it are, well, I mean, look at them. They're adorable. So that's why people like this one. But I'm curious about the flavor, of course. I want to see what these taste like, why they aren't more popular, and see how similar they are to the tamarillo. So let's do it. Let's cut them open. Although they look quite a bit different on the outside, on the inside, they are quite similar. I mean, obviously this one's a lot bigger, but it also has like a thicker rind to it. But other than that, like the same sort of pattern is in there. Before I try these, I want to give a big thank you to Brian over at raindanceseeds.com. Brian in the past has sent me a lot of cool stuff, so if you're somebody who grows plants, head over to raindanceseeds.com to see what is available. And Brian, thank you. Let's try it. First, as a little reminder, I'm going to try the fruit of the tamarillo. Ooh! Tamarillos pack a punch. Very flavorful. The flavor of tamarillo is pretty similar to a tomato. It's still very hearty, very savory. It has all that. It's actually maybe even more savory than a regular tomato. However, they also have this strong fruity flavor to them in a way that tomatoes do not have. Maybe like some heirloom tomatoes are fruity, but like this one is very fruity. It's actually a little bit like guava. You know, I know I'm going to be talking about the guava tamarillo in a moment, but the regular tamarillo does taste like guava. It's got that sort of tropical fruit sort of flavor to it. And guavas are not related to these whatsoever. Nowhere near related to them. But the flavor is similar, and also cross-section of it, a little bit similar too. But that's a total coincidence. The sweetness of a tamarillo is maybe around a 5. Tartness is up there. It's maybe like a 7 out of 10. It's not tart the way a citrus is, though. It is tart the way a tomato could be tart. Or maybe like if you were to bite into like a green tomato. It's that sort of tartness. And it's good. It's good. The flesh on the outside and the seeds on the inside have a different sort of flavor to them. I'm going to try just a little piece of the flesh. Yeah, the flesh on the outside, like that rindy bit, that is similar taste, but it's not as strong. The more gel-like stuff in the middle, that is where the flavor is. Ooh. Next, let's try the Guava Tamarillo. Ooh, smells good. Oh! Strong. It's good though. I know that these are not as popular as a Tamarillo, and they're more used as an ornamental plant, but I like the flavor more. This is actually really good. It's more complicated. It tastes, complicated. Let me try to break this down a little bit. The Guava Tamarillo, like its name, does taste like the Tamarillo. And it does taste like guava. You know, these taste like guava. But I would say this guy has more of a fruity taste to it. It has more of that guava taste, but there's more than that too. It also has a bit of like a pineapple sort of flavor to it. It doesn't have nearly as much of a savory flavor as a tomato or a Tamarillo. It is definitely more sweet and sour tasting, more in that direction. So let's break down the sweetness and sourness of it though. Ooh. Sweetness is higher. I would give it like 1 peg higher. Tartness is also higher. I mean, they're both very tart. I'd give this also 1 peg higher. So it's like an 8 out of 10 on tartness. And, it's good. It's really good. It is burning my tongue a little bit though. When Brian gave this to me, he told me that before I eat it, I should let them shrivel. And I let them shrivel a little bit. So maybe I need to let them shrivel a little bit more, because I think the acid in there is very high in a way that's like burning my tongue the way that pineapple can burn your tongue. It's giving me that sort of feel. I also want to try a little bit of the rind of this. I was told not to eat the skin, which makes sense. The skin of Tamarillos is not edible. You do not want to eat it. I'm not sure if I can eat the skin, so I'm going to do it anyway. Don't eat the skin. It's very bitter and acrid and terrible. But the flesh that is like right hugged up next to that skin, that is edible. So let's try that. Similar. It's like a Tamarillo where it has the same sort of flavor as the center, only it's not quite as powerful. So the Guava Tamarillo is really tasty. This has got a lot of flavor to it, and it's interesting to kind of like make the comparison with a Tamarillo and also a tomato, because it has a little bit of those flavors in it, but it's definitely its own thing as well. And what it is good. Before I go though, I'm going to do one more thing, because I think I have a pretty rare opportunity right here to make something with this and Tamarillo and tomato and other things. And I think what I'm going to make is salsa. There it is. Inside this bowl I have some red onion, red jalapeno pepper, Tamarillo, guava Tamarillo, guava, cilantro, and salt. I think that's it. I didn't put any actual tomato in this, and I didn't put any lime or anything because I think the Tamarillos in there are going to be sour enough. I'm not sure how this is going to be, but it seems like a good idea. So let's give it a try. I've got some tortillas. I'm sorry, tortillas. That is very good. That is a good idea. A couple things I'd change. One, red jalapenos are really hot. My mouth is on fire. I would put like, maybe the same amount, but I'd take the seeds out next time. Two, guavas have seeds in them, and those seeds are hard to chew through. I took a big bite, and it was like chewing into buckshot. 3, these are seasoned chips. I didn't realize it when I bought them, but they kind of have like a barbecue kind of flavor to them. The flavor of those chips works with this, but it makes it more of a savory taste than this would be on its own. I would change some things next time. But the flavor in this is really, really tasty. What I just made right here is to salsa as fruit salad is to regular salad. This is fresh tasting, it is nice and light, and it's sweet and tart and spicy and salty. It's really good. This would be a really fun thing to bring to a party. Now go to a party, bring a regular salsa and a fruit salsa and a bag of chips. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, that'd be tasty. Gives you 2 very different sorts of experiences, but they both go well with tortilla chips. Great idea. I would change a couple things. But I think I actually will make this again, because that's pretty good. Okay, so I think that's about it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you once again to Brian over at raindanceseeds.com, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Before you click out, I'd like to give a big shout out to Morgan Hay. Morgan is a super patron over on patreon.com, so thank you very much for your support. For anyone watching who is interested in helping to support the channel and getting some cool benefits in return, like early access to videos, exclusive videos, there's like over 100 of those. There's even an option where I'll send you stuff in the mail. You gotta check it out, so check out the link in the description below.